Magnus Carlsen doesn't play blitz. He hunts in this clash with Alireza. He spotted a meeting net in split of a second, executed it flawlessly, and showed why facing Magnus under time pressure is every player's nightmare. Started a game with h4, surprising Alireza. He replied with a6, e4, b5, d4. Magnus trying to control the center. Bishop b7, bd3. Let's rush through initial moves till we see the climax moment of the game. Continuation is e6, nf3, c5, c3, nf6, queen e2, c takes d4, c takes d4, nc6, knight c3, knight g4, bishop f5, developing all the minor pieces. Knight b4, black trying to get rid of white bishop. Bishop b1, bishop is served, h5, castling, d5, trying to break out the center. Magnus gently puts the pawn to e5, bishop e7, g3, smoothing the structure on the king side. Queen b6, king g2, knight c6, king the pawn on d4, queen d2, supporting the pawn, rook c8, knight e2, freeing the queen from the duty of saving the pawn, queen a5, Alireza offering the queen exchange. Magnus denied and played queen d1, g6, a3. Idea is to attack the queen with b4, queen b6, bishop d3, king f8. Doing the castling here would be the best idea. Alireza played king f8, queen d2, king g7, bishop g5, bishop takes g5, queen takes g5, queen d8, again offering the queen exchange. Magnus gently denied it by playing queen f4, queen e7, knight g5, placing the knight on one of the best square, na5, f3, picking the knight. Knight goes to h6, g4, knight c4, attacking the pawn on b2, b3, attacking back the knight. Knight goes a5, saving the pawn by rook b1, knight g8, threatening exchange on g4 and then attacking the h4, g4, king g3, rook f8. Idea is to break open with f5, queen d2, knight c6. Till this time, everything is going very much normal in this game. But at this point of time, Magnus suddenly changed mode and went for a kill. Knight f4. Magnus slowly gathered all the mana pieces, targeting towards Black King. Do you think after knight f4, Black is free to take this pawn? Let us see whether it is possible to capture this d4 pawn. Knight takes d4. Magnus creates a jerk in the position by sacrificing bishop taking g6. Let us see what are the options for black. First one is f takes g6. Queen takes d4. Sacrifice recovered. Threat is to capture the pawn on e6. Bishop c8. Rook bc1. Knight h6. Queen b6. Now you have this attack, this attack. And next threat is rook coming in, attacking here. And this pawn cannot be saved. Let's run through a couple of moves. Rook takes f4 is force. White is in no hurry to capture the rook. White can simply go rook c7. Rook can go back, but it will be captured by knight. Queen takes f7. Rook takes f7. Check. If you see here, white will remain with queen and the rook. Black will remain with bishop, rook, and knight. And black will have very less chance to get back in the game. So that is what we see when we see like it will happen if f takes g6 will happen. Now let's go back to position. Let's check out another option for the black, and that is f6. White plays e takes f6. Here again there are three options. Knight takes f6, rook takes f6, or queen takes f6. Let us see the most obvious one first. Knight takes f6, queen takes d4, king g8, rook b e1. One more attack on the e6 pawn. Bishop c8, knight takes f6, queen d6, check, queen e5. With further exchanges here, white will again dominate the position. Let's check out some more options after e takes f6. Knight takes f6 is not working. Let us see what will happen if queen takes f6 is happening. So, queen takes f6, queen takes d4. Remember, if queen takes queen, then there is fork like these. So bishop c8, knight takes e6, check. Bishop takes e6, knight takes e6, check. Queen cannot capture knight because it is pinned. king takes g6, knight takes f8, check. If queen takes knight, this queen will eat this rook, and again white is winning. So we'll go back to the last option. Rook takes f6, queen takes d4, e5, knight e6, check, rook takes e6, knight takes e6, queen takes e6, rook b e1, e takes d4, rook takes e6. And again, white is better. Because of all this maneuvering, knight takes e4 is not possible. Can you imagine how fast Magnus would have thought about these things in the Blades games? Imagine how fast he could calculate this kind of situation when he is in beast mode. Let's continue. Your line from the game, that is bishop c8, rook bc1, knight takes d4. Because this pawn is supported with this bishop, the sacrifice cannot be so worthy. Next move is queen c3, queen a7, supporting the knight. But this time, one defender of this e6 pawn has moved away. So bishop takes g6 is a killer move here. Do you think f takes g6 is possible move here? If you think so, you missed queen c7 check, queen takes c7, rook takes c7. Only place is king h6, and there is the simple fork at knight f7. This rook is in danger. So f takes g6 is not possible. Black goes h takes g4, f takes g4, creating space for knight, knight h6, knight h5 check. Obviously, black cannot capture this bishop because king takes g6, rook f6 mate. King has to go to king g8, knight f6 check, king g7, knight h5 check, king g8. Magnus gives one more blow, queen takes c8. Obviously, rook takes c8 is not possible because rook takes c8 is a mate. Black try to resist with knight e2 check, king simply goes to g2, rook takes c1. Magnus has three options here. First is queen takes knight, second is rook takes knight, and third is knight takes e6 check. If black captures the queen, knight f6 is a checkmate. Knight takes e6. Queen g1 check. Black is trying to create a distraction, but king takes g1, knight e2 check, king g2, knight f4, rook takes f4, f takes g6, rook takes f8, king h7, rook h8 mate. If you like this game, then hit the like button. Express your feelings in the comment, and to watch more videos like this, subscribe the channel.